Welcome, everybody, to Red Stars' pre-match media availability. We have Shea Groom and Coach Donaldson with us today. As always, if you have a question, please use the raise your hand function, and I'll use it to call on you. Leslie, kick us off.
Hey folks, thanks for coming in today. First question for Shay. Getting your first games under your belt, what are you feeling as we hit that first really intense stretch of the season?
Yeah, I feel good. Obviously, it's nice to come back from an injury, and it's just been a journey. So, gonna just continue to show up, and with the times that I've gotten in, I'm starting to feel more comfortable, and yeah, so I feel good, and I feel good about the team and where we're at, and what we're gonna be doing this season.
Awesome. And as someone who has recently been on an ACL recovery journey, do you have any thoughts on the FIF Pro ACL study project that just got announced today?
Yeah, I actually just read about it. Lucy Braun's support of it. I think it's great, obviously, to have as much research as we can. I think she said in there, you can't completely eliminate the chance of injury, but to understand and be able to forecast it in some way is, I think, incredibly important. And you're obviously seeing it a lot in the women's game more recently, or at least we're more attuned to it. So I think the more research, the better.
Awesome. And for Coach, Shay's had some excellent contributions on the field so far. What's your favorite part of her game?
Her composure and her willingness to get in the box and finish. So hopefully, as she said, she's just coming back and we can progress from that. So usually coming back from an injury, timing of the runs, timing of the pass, but her composure and, good experience is good. It's good for us.
And lastly, for me, Chardonnay Curran got her first outing this Sunday. Just what were your reactions to her first game?
Yeah, I thought she did very well. I thought she was very composed. I thought she, did herself well. We kind of saw something in her, so we switched position with her. So it's kind of like, taking up a new position for her and for us. And I thought she was just very composed, and I thought she did well.
All right, awesome. Thank you so much, guys.
Thanks, Leslie. LT, go ahead.
Hey guys, LT Red Stars report. Coach, 3 matches in I think 9 days here soon. Should we expect more rotation than usual over the next 2 matches, or is it early enough in the season that resting starters may not be your focus right now?
No, you have to, with the travel we have and all that stuff, you have to have some kind of rotation going. So obviously, I think everybody will do the same, rotate some players. So, that's what happened.
And the club hasn't been too successful this season on set pieces after being near the top of the league in chances and goals off set pieces last season, led by Julia Bianchi. Is there any plan to involve Julia in taking those set pieces at all this season, given her history with them?
Yeah, we have to look at some stuff. We haven't done a lot with them when we got in good position. I don't think it's the service. I just think it's our willingness to find the ball and take our chances. I think we have to be a little bit braver. So we will make some adjustment and just go from there.
And Shay, several matches as a Red Star now. You've gotten a couple chances on the field, as you just spoke about. But what has your experience been like off the field with the club so far?
Yeah, I think it's been good. I think it's been fun to come into a space where we're all, on this goal to, improve women's soccer in Chicago. And I think, as you've even seen, like the announcement doing the Wrigley game, like there's going to be a lot of exposure coming. And I think our ownership group is pointing in the right direction. And then, it's been honestly such a joy to be around my teammates, and it's been a lot of new faces here in Chicago. So we're kind of embracing the city and experiencing it together. And yeah, it's just been fun to write this new chapter for the club.
And how have you been feeling since your recovery? I know that we've already seen you make a flying martial arts kick, so I'm pretty sure you're good on the mental side of things.
Yeah, I feel good. I don't think you can really predict, especially people that haven't been through a major injury. I went through one in college, but it's been like 12 years. So it was definitely a grind, but I think, went as good as it could have. And, now it's just kind of putting the finishing touches on and just continuing to get comfortable, showing that composure in pressured situations. And, for right now, it just feels like it's just all coming back to me. So got to be patient and just stay the course.
All right, thanks guys, and good luck on the long week.
Thanks, LT. Joe, go ahead.
Hey y'all, how's it going this week?
Hey, Joe.
Lauren, if I could start with you, just one quick thing. Update on Jamise Joseph returning to the pitch after that knock she suffered a week and a half ago.
Yeah, Jamise is fine. I mean, whatever she picked up is, she's recovered and, she got her smiling face on, so she's fine.
Okay, we love to hear that about her. In terms of generating more from some of the attacking options off the bench, including Shea, we saw Cameron make her season debut this year. I'm just curious what you need to see from some of those bench players to maybe see a larger role as the season goes on.
Yeah, I mean, the season is very, very young. So, I mean,
Yeah.
I would put it like, say, we're like 15 games in. It's a very young season. So, everybody, when their number is called, just make sure they're ready, and, especially now, then there's some possible rotation. People will get a chance to show their worth. And, when they come in, they just have to just, do whatever it is to contribute to the cause. So, I mean, we're looking for production.
Awesome. Thank you, Coach. And Shea, in terms of evaluating the way this team's been playing recently, obviously you've seen a good deal of soccer. I'm curious what you think from maybe the sideline as well as on the pitch that the team could be improving on early in the season.
Yeah, I mean, I think we have a good group. I think something that we've really talked about is putting an entire game together. Right now, we're kind of stuck in, one good half and, one half that maybe is not so good. So just trying to put a full 90 minutes together and, bringing the energy from the start. We've had to try to dig ourselves out of some holes early on. And so I think it's important for us to just, bring the energy from the start. And like Lauren said, like, be ready when your number's called. We've had a lot of players come in and make a real impact. And I think you'll continue to see that this season. I think what's special about this team is we have a lot of talent, but I think a lot of players that are pushing the envelope every single week. You have to be good at training to make the roster for this team. And I think that's something that's going to carry us later on into the season.
Thank you. And Shea, I have to ask, the Houston Dash released an all-time team a couple weeks ago, and you were on it. How does that feel? I mean, the ending obviously wasn't what you wanted, but to still get recognition from a franchise that clearly cares about you, I'm curious how that is.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was a huge honor to, be that for any club, but, obviously I was there for a few years and was a part of the Challenge Cup win. And it felt very special to kind of be recognized by the fans in that way. And, that place always feel like home for me.
Thank you both. Good luck tomorrow.
Thanks.
Thanks, Joe. Alex, go ahead.
Thanks, guys, so much for taking the time today. Shea, I want to start with you. You come into this team not only as a new player, but immediately as one of the veterans. What do you kind of view your role as part of this team, both in being so experienced and being one of the older players on what is a very young team?
I think it's such a crucial role to be a veteran. I think back at my rookie year, and one of the reasons I feel like I've played and made it this long is because of the veterans that were on that team. So I do feel just an obligation or just a strong urge to take some of these players under my wings. I remember in the early days, it's so easy to get down on yourself, talk yourself out of, feeling like you should be at this level and things like that. So I definitely take that role strongly and, try to embrace being a veteran. And also, I think, coming back from an injury and, obviously now trying to work my way back in the team, I think, that's setting a standard for some of these younger players. We're coming from these incredible college programs and, it's hard to break in. So I think just, helping people stay the course and kind of setting the standard in that way is something I've tried to do as a veteran on this team.
And Lorne, coming off that game on Saturday, what's kind of been your reaction, your message to the team, and how much is that a game of maybe the ball just didn't go in for you guys? Obviously, the post did not prove to be your friend in that one.
Yeah, that's what you guys call luck, but I actually am not somebody, I don't stress a lot of luck. I think you gotta make your own stuff. It's unfortunate, but we gave a world-class player two chances and she just says, thank you very much. So she's gonna bury those. So we gotta get better at knowing who we're playing against and what we're gonna give them. So, I blame that on myself. I should have spelled it out some more as a coach and say, you cannot. But again, we all just take the blame for that one. Say, okay, we can be better. So we don't want to repeat that. So, it's a bitter taste because we need to start winning these own games and, fans can see us when we're winning, not walking off the field and not giving them something to cheer for. So we need to start scoring goals and winning own games. So the next game is all about that.
You talk about not wanting to give a world-class player chances. How does that experience with Smith from this past weekend help prepare you guys for what Trinity Rodman will bring tomorrow night?
Well, I hope that prepared us a little bit, so where you're gonna push players and how you're gonna cover players and the awareness around those players. I think we'll be ready for it, but sometimes world-class players are world-class players, but giving them one or two, that's too much. So we have to limit their chances. So all you can do is just get in there and just hope that collectively as a group and as individual, we limit the chances for players like that.
And then one quick final one for me. We saw Maxie Rawls' name not be on the injury report this weekend, but she also didn't make the squad. Do you have any update on her availability for tomorrow night?
Yeah, she'll be around tomorrow.
Oh, all right, awesome. Great to know. And thank you guys so much for your time.
Thanks,
All right.
Alex. Jose, go ahead.
Hello, guys. Jose Gudiño with Conexión Deportiva. How you guys doing today? And thanks for the time.
Good, Jose.
Coach, this will be a quick turnaround to leave the loss against Portland behind, but the team has already suffered 2 consecutive losses at home without scoring either. Do you think the team feels any pressure or feels obligated to win in front of their fans?
Well, I mean, it's always pressure, okay, and you're always obligated to make an obligation to try to win at home. It's something that's just natural. So so there's disappointment. No, we're not happy with it that we're not winning our own game. So obviously there's a disappointment.
And say, as a player, do you feel the pressure of winning at home?
Yeah, like Lorne said, there's always going to be pressure to win, period. But, obviously we want to win at home and give the fans something to cheer about and, continue to grow this club. So, yeah, I think so, but I think it's a good pressure as well. We want to win on the road, but we want to win at home and give the fans a good product and a reason to come back.
Guys, thank you. Thank you for your time and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jose. Hernan, go ahead.
Hey, Coach. Good afternoon. I have a question. You mentioned last couple of interviews ago that you're still continuing to build this team, and probably that's one of the reasons why you have some games that you win and one games that you lost. I want to know your opinion of them. You still getting all the players together, learning how they play, which positions, and trying to face each team from NWSL in a different way. Is that the problem that the Wrestlers have until now, the building of the team?
Well, what you just named is everybody else in the league's problem because I don't think everybody else is winning all their games. So maybe it's a league-wide problem. Yeah, but we're still trying to just build and learn from each other and learn players and learn everybody capability, coaches included, staff, everything. So we're just trying to put it together. But obviously, it doesn't matter how good you are or bad you are. You're gonna end up losing games and winning games. So you end up losing games. Even if you're a super team, you will lose games. So that's a part of sports, but it's how we come back. So we have to be ready for the next game and try to we try to win every game, but sometimes it's not gonna happen. But we always trust our players and trust the fans and trust everybody around us that we can put in a positive effort.
My second question is referring to the game on Wrigley Field. Some of the media mentioning that you sold out half of the tickets, 15,000 tickets. It's going to be a record for the club without playing that game. I want to know your opinion for both of you. What do you think about that? I mean, I know you haven't played the game. You're not thinking about that game right now, but it's a big thing going on for the Red Stars. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's a win for the city, and I think it's a win for the game, and I think it's a win for the league, and I think it's a win for the fan that we can go in such an established environment like Wrigley Field and play a game and people come up and have a good time. You know what I mean? That's a historic sight, and I'm happy that the game is going to happen, and I'm happy the fans are going to show up. But I think it's a win, you know, overall. It's a win for the game, and it's a win for women's sports.
Thanks, Edmond. John Lupo, go ahead.
Lorne, Washington is a team that likes to build their play out of the back end. They have obviously a lot of terrific options up front. So what do you think will be some of the keys to sort of cut off that build-up play so they don't have opportunities to get it to Trinity Rodman or to Ashley Hatch or to Croy Bethune?
Yeah, I don't think it can stop it from getting to Trinity Rodman. I mean, I mean, that's impossible. I mean, I think we have to just limit the chances of, you know, getting it. But she will have her share of the ball. I mean, that's just soccer. You can't stop somebody from getting the ball 100% of the time. That's just impossible. So yeah, so we have to do good when she get it and be ready. And you know, what we don't want to do is turn it into a track meet. So we have to be ready to you know, drop when we need to and step when we need to. So we have to be smart and play some smart football.
Any last questions for Shea or Coach? So I can know. All right. Thank you, everybody. I have a recording out shortly.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.